My girlfriend joked. My work husband is buying me lunch every day. You need to step up, I replied. You're right. Then I sent her work husband a thank you card with a $50 Starbucks gift card for taking care of her. Her next call came from her panicked HR department. My girlfriend Lisa had been working at this marketing company for about 6 months. She'd come home every night talking about her coworker Derek. Derek said this funny thing at the meeting. Derek helped me with my presentation. Derek brought me coffee. At first I didn't think much of it. Work friends are normal. But then she started calling him her work husband. Like constantly. We'd be having dinner and she'd say, "Oh, my work husband showed me this hilarious meme today." One Friday night, we were watching TV and she casually mentioned that Derek had been buying her lunch every single day that week. She laughed and said, "You know, my work husband takes better care of me than you do. You need to step up your game." She said it like it was a joke, but something about it rubbed me the wrong way. I just smiled and said, "You're right, I should step up." The next Monday, I went to Target during my lunch break and bought a nice thank you card, the kind with flowers on the front. Inside, I wrote a really polite message. "Derek, thank you so much for taking care of Lisa during her long work days. I really appreciate you making sure she's well fed and happy. Your kindness means the world to both of us." Then I taped a $50 Starbucks gift card to the inside and signed my name. I mailed it to Lisa's office, addressed to Derek with the company name and everything. Figured it would get there in a couple days. Wednesday afternoon, I was at my desk when my phone started blowing up. 3 missed calls from Lisa in under 2 minutes. When I finally answered, she was practically screaming. "What did you do? Why is HR calling me into a meeting right now?" I played dumb. "What are you talking about?" "Derek got your card," she hissed. "He went straight to HR because he thinks I've been telling you we're in a relationship or something. Now they're investigating for workplace misconduct." I could hear her walking fast, probably heading to the HR office. "My manager thinks I've been having an affair. They want to see all our messages." I stayed calm. "Well, you did call him your work husband like 50 times. And you said he takes better care of you than I do." "That was a joke," she said, but her voice cracked. "You know it was a joke." I asked if Derek thought it was a joke. There was a long silence. Then, she hung up. Turns out, Derek had gone to HR immediately because the card made him super uncomfortable. He told them he'd just been being friendly, buying lunch for several coworkers, not just Lisa. He was worried my card made it seem like something inappropriate was happening. HR pulled Lisa into a meeting and asked her point blank if she'd been having an inappropriate relationship with Derek. She had to explain the whole work husband thing. How she'd been joking around, calling him that for months. How she told me he was buying her lunch every day. The HR director asked to see her texts with Derek. She had to hand over her phone right there and let them scroll through everything. They found dozens of messages where Lisa called Derek her work husband, where she said things like, "My real boyfriend never does stuff like this for me," or "Thanks hubby" when Derek brought her coffee. Derek had always just responded with thumbs up emojis or haha, clearly not playing into it the same way she was. HR decided there was no affair, but they told Lisa her behavior was inappropriate. That calling a coworker her work husband created uncomfortable dynamics and could be considered harassment. They moved Derek to a different floor and told Lisa she needed to keep all workplace relationships strictly professional from now on. When Lisa got home that night, she was furious. She said I'd embarrassed her at work and made her look crazy, that everyone in the office was talking about it. I just shrugged and said I was being polite. "You told me he was taking care of you and I should step up, so I thanked him for his service." She tried to argue that I knew what I was doing, that I sent that card specifically to cause problems, but I kept my face completely straight. I was genuinely thanking someone for being kind to my girlfriend. How was that wrong? The work husband joke stopped immediately after that. Now when Lisa comes home, she barely mentions anyone from work. Derek transferred to a completely different department a month later. Apparently, the whole situation made things too awkward. Lisa's friends think I'm petty. My friends think it's hilarious. Either way, problem solved.